Welcome to an EdTech Team video tutorial. This particular session is on Google Drive storage. Now this is going to differ depending on if you have a personal account or a school Google account. I'm going to show you the difference between the two. So on a school Google account, you have unlimited storage space, meaning that you can store as many documents, as many spreadsheets, and as many drawings and presentations as you would like to have within your Google Drive account. You can also upload content and save it directly on your Google Drive. Now for this, you also have unlimited storage. However, there are limitations on the file types, and you'll find that information within this particular lesson. But once you actually start uploading content or you're creating content directly within Drive, in case you're curious to see how much storage space have you taken up, when you're in your Google Drive account on your school account, over to the left-hand side, you can see exactly how much space you've taken up so far. You can also hover over that section and you'll see a pop-up window that shows you the distribution between how much space is being consumed by your Google Drive, your Gmail, and your Google Photos. Again, it doesn't matter how much content is actually in there because you have unlimited space on your school account. For those of you on a personal account, you have a maximum capacity of 15 gigs, unless of course you've added additional space. So all you have to do, just like we did before on the school account, you hover over at the bottom left-hand side, over where it says how much space you've used, and you'll see that pop-up window just like we did before, and you'll see the distribution of how much space you're using among Drive, Gmail, and Google Photos. It's important to note because your 15 gigs of space is actually shared between these three different products. So it's important to actually keep track and see which of the different applications is actually consuming the most information, so that you can actually, maybe if you needed to delete some things, you would know what application to go to that is consuming the most space. You can also upgrade by simply going to the upgrade section down at the bottom. If you click on that, it'll give you some upgrade options. Now, I do want to share with you just a couple of quick little tips that are important to note. In case you are running out of storage space, there are a couple of things that you can do to help maximize your space that's allotted to you on your personal account. If we come over to your settings, which is the little gear located just below your profile picture, and you click on that, you can go directly into settings, and you'll find that there's an option in here that says convert uploads. Anything that you convert from, let's say, a Word document into a Google Doc will not count against your storage space capacity. Same thing for a Microsoft PowerPoint presentation, for example. If you convert that into Google's format, which is Google Slides, then it wouldn't count against you. It's going to be the same thing for Google Sheets. You can convert an Excel spreadsheet into a Google Sheet, and that wouldn't count against you as well. So all you have to do is come in here and select this box, and everything from here on out that is like a doc type of presentation or a spreadsheet of some sort, or an actual slide presentation would automatically be converted. Do know that if you do upload something that you do not want to have converted, then make sure you come in here and uncheck that box. We're going to go ahead and leave it checked. I'm going to click on done, and I'm going to show you that when you bring in a document, so here's a Word document. When I bring it over into this particular folder, I'm just going to drop it right in here. When I bring this in here, because I had that box checked earlier that I showed you, it's going to automatically convert that file from a Word document into a Google Doc. And again, that's not going to count against my space. So that's really great that it allows me to be able to do that. All right, so that particular file is being uploaded, okay, again, from a Word document, and it's automatically going to be converted into a Google document. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and look for it. It looks like it's 053016 is the name of that file. So I'm going to go ahead and come down here and try to find that particular file. I could rearrange this so that we can easily find it, but I don't want to mess with my current view. All right, so once you find that file, you can simply click on it and open it up and be able to do everything you would normally be able to do. if this were a Google document, which in this case, this particular document is. So here's my document, so I can easily open it up and start using it. But notice under file size over on the right-hand side, it says it has a dash because it's not consuming any space. Anything that were to remain a Google, a Microsoft document or any foreign document would actually show you here how much space it's consuming. And in this case, because we converted, it doesn't count against us. The other thing you can do, one more tip for you here, is if you no longer need files that are consuming space, like documents, PowerPoint presentations, etc. If you don't need them anymore, you can simply put them into the trash bin. So I'm going to go ahead and leave this selected and say remove, so that it puts this into my trash bin. Once it's in the trash bin, don't forget to actually navigate over into your trash bin, because just because you put it in the trash can doesn't mean that that file is actually deleted. You do actually have to come over to the file itself in the trash bin and trash it once again. And once you delete this from the trash bin, it is now deleted forever. So I'm going to go ahead and delete that there and say, yes, I want to delete this particular file forever. I don't want it in here anymore. It is now gone, and it does not count against the 15 gigs of space that I have allocated to me on a personal account. So that is how you are able to maximize your storage space. And that was also a little bit on the space capacity you have on both a personal account and a school account.